Hey guys, my name is Joel. Welcome back to the Gun Collective. Let's get right into it. Five must-have gear items for long-range shooting. All the variables. That's what you have to deal with when you start thinking about taking a long-range shot. You have to account for the velocity of the bullet, the effects of gravity on that bullet over distance, and environmental factors such as wind. There's obviously a lot more than that. Of course, there are analog ways of dealing with these variables that include large amounts of math, but if you're anything like me, math can go straight to hell and rot there for all I care. We need a device that can manage all that data for us and run the equations so that we don't have to. That machine is called a Kestrel. The Kestrel is a modern ballistics computer. The shooter inputs all known data from bullet properties to rifle specs to environmental data, and the Kestrel spits out a firing solution. The thing to remember here is garbage in, garbage out. If you get optic height over bore or barrel twist rate or bullet ballistic coefficient or any number of other things wrong, then your missed shot down range is most likely your fault and not the fault of the Kestrel.
I want to give a quick shout out to AXIL, Earpro. These guys make some of the best stuff that I'm aware of. This is the Ghost Strike Extreme, the GS Extreme, and if you use our link in the description, you get a massive discount. These units, they're Bluetooth, they are sound amplifying, sound deadening, they've got different tips to fit different ear sizes, and overall they're just rad. So go check out them, the AXIL GS Extreme, at the link down in the description.
Number 2, the Gamechanger is a barricade bag originally designed by Clifton Reeser to aid with stability during positional shooting. The basic principle here is to provide some kind of support between the precision rifle and whatever surface you want to shoot it off of. It doesn't really matter if it's a tree branch or a boulder or a rooftop. These kinds of barricade bags allow the shooter to build a flat, stable shooting position. The more stable and consistent a shooter can be, the more accurate they can be. There are many great brands of barricade bags on the market from companies such as Armageddon Gear, Weebad, and Warhorse Development, just to name a few. Ultimately, it doesn't matter which one you choose, as each one is designed to give you a more stable platform to shoot off of. A quality scope is number 3, and it is an absolute must for long-range shooting. Simply put, if you can't clearly see your target, it's going to be very difficult to hit it. The discussion of optics almost always revolves around glass quality. And I like to tell people it's kind of like picking a diamond for your significant other. Diamonds get more expensive with fewer imperfections, greater clarity, and increased brightness. Scope glass is very similar. Unfortunately, and obviously, as the quality increases, the price increases. A rule of thumb here is to spend at least as much on your scope as you do on your rifle. A $1,500 SIG Cross rifle should be blessed with a Bushnell XRS or a Vortex Razor or maybe a Nightforce NXS for about that same money. Please just trust the wisdom of those who have gone before you on this one. If you put $200 glass on a long-range rifle, you will be disappointed and will end up wasting that $200 down the road when you have to buy a new, better scope. Number 4 is a rear bag for prone shots. Shooting in the prone position is arguably very different from shooting in any other position. With positional shooting, the rifle is balanced on a man-made flat surface thanks to a barricade bag. There typically isn't any front or rear support for the rifle. With prone shooting, the rifle is supported on the front by a bipod and needs to be supported at the rear with an appropriate rear bag. Now, the reason I say appropriate is because there are different tools for different jobs. You don't use a hammer to sink a screw, right? You get the idea. A barricade bag is for positional shots off of barricades or props, while a rear bag is smaller and has a specific shape that aids in proper support for taking shots from the prone position specifically. Now, without going down the rabbit hole of marksmanship fundamentals, using anything other than a bag specifically designed for prone shooting can lead to larger groups and missed shots. Number 5. I know it's not exactly a sexy gear choice, but being able to hear your date tell you how stunning you look in that neon-colored Hawaiian shirt with little MP5s, it is very attractive. In case you don't hear well, I'm talking about hearing protection. A couple of things to consider with Earpro in relation to long-range shooting are these. Many precision rifles are equipped with muzzle brakes that reduce recoil but also direct much of that muzzle blast rearward towards the shooter. It's crazy loud. So look for the maximum decibel reduction rating you can find. You might also want to be able to carry on a conversation with your friends while shooting, so perhaps you would choose an electronic set of muffs that has dangerous noise canceling, but safe level and voice amplification. There are far too many on the market that all do basically the same thing. The bottom line here is to pick one and wear them religiously for the sake of your hearing. Shameless plug here for the AXIL brand of hearing protection. I've been using them for quite a while. They're excellent. They have a little bit of everything for every type of shooting and budget you can imagine. There's a link in the description to that. Guys, thanks for watching today. Leave us some comments below with your favorite gear items, and let us know if you'd like to see more content on precision rifles. That'd be awesome.